Hey there, y'all. Disney T Prince here today with another Barbie unboxing. Today we've got a very special doll. This is the Barbie Deluxe Style Barbie Rare Find Steffi doll. Now, those of you who have seen this doll on Instagram and TikTok already know that this is basically the Life in the Dream House Midge. And she is glorious considering she is a $20 doll. Now, she is a variant face or a chase. So far people have only been able to find her at Target. That is not determined whether or not it is going to show up at other retailers as well. But it does seem that Targets are only getting 2 individual dolls in each shipment. So, and they do come in the same box, but they have their own unique UPC. So if you've used the link in this video or use the image in the video, if you take a screenshot of it, when I show it to you guys, you will have a better chance of finding it. Ask your Target employees if they can check on their individual scanners, because sometimes the ones in the store will say it's in the back, but it doesn't tell you where. Whereas they'll be able to tell you if it's actually there or not. So, like I said, she is a $20 doll, so $19.99. She is a variant of the Barbie in this lineup, which blew my mind. I thought for sure they would replace a different doll with a variant if they were going to do that. But she has almost the exact same outfit as regular Barbie. The only difference is Barbie has big silver earrings, a silver plastic Barbie, like Barbie script necklace, and those are the only differences. Everything else about the dolls are identical except for the faces and most likely the skin tone. But I didn't buy Barbie just because that is a doll that I'm gonna wait until she goes on clearance for, because the only thing I really like about the outfit is the face. Because this is cute, but I'm not a huge fan of baby doll dresses. But obviously this doll is going to get a restyle on my channel because I love her. So again, we saw this kind of box with our other deluxe style doll with the prosthetic leg. She came in the same style box. This is different because it does have the Barbie Rare Find little medallion on it. So I think this is the box that I'll wind up keeping, just because they are really easy to put together. See how she gets replaced with Barbie on the regular backings, and the artwork here on the back shows her just amazingly. So here's what you guys are all looking for probably. So as you can see, here's the UPC, here's the item code. So if you are trying to find them, this is what they're going to want to scan. So right there, nice clear image for you guys. And again, a close-up of this doll. She is gorgeous. She's got bangs. She's got that lovely ginger hair. And we are going to cut these 2 little slices up here. Is really all it takes to get this doll out of the box if she's the same way as our prosthetic girly. These boxes are really easy to open, thankfully. So let's get her out. So again, she's got some tights that are kind of cute, but because they are like fishnet, I'm a little worried that they are going to actually be pretty easily damaged. That's my only problem that I have with fishnet on dolls, is because it does not have any kind of durability. But like I said in our last video about this style lineup, deluxe style lineup, is that these dolls relatively very easy to get out. And I was actually able to pull out the tabs on that one. Pretty easy. So again, here she is. She looks great. She's got a little bit of box hair, but that's okay. We're going to fix it. And so pretty. Again, I am not the person to ask about hair type just because I don't know. Like, it's all hair to me. So, but she looks beautiful. She's got maybe a little bit of residue from the gel from her bangs left on her face, which is why she looks a little extra shiny. But that's going to come off with just a little bit of hot water and a wipe, maybe even just a little Clorox wipe. She's got the Steffi face sculpt. This is the 1971 face sculpt, so nice and old. I'm going to take this one off because we're not going to keep these on her head, most likely. If it was a fun hat, I'd keep it on her head. But because these are just glasses and they're not actually transparent, these were not going to stay on my doll. So now that we've got everything about her hair out of the way, I'm going to take my nice metal comb and just do a couple of quick pass-throughs just to make her a little more manageable. Because sometimes that box hair is just really set in and you've got to just kind of work it out. Now she's going to look a little poofy for a second. You can boil wash these and make them really sleek and smooth. This is just to get rid of the box hair. But she looks great. And the hair quality feels a ton better. So, much cuter. Again, we've got these little pearl drop earrings. I feel like we've seen this before on some signature dolls, but it's a really like understated earring, which is great. I love understated earrings. And we get this heart necklace a lot from Mattel, but that's okay. Because I like getting this heart necklace in actual metallics instead of like the... sometimes we get it a lot in pink. She does have a new bag. Again, Barbie and her both share the same bag. So we're gonna take a look at this. So this is molded. And this elastic does not want to come off. There we go. So very cute. It is not an opening bag. This is a solid mold here on the bottom. The chain part just kind of wiggles a little bit. You can replace this with actual chain to make this slightly better, but this is kind of like just kind of boring. It's fine. It's a heart. Like we've seen heart bags before. I prefer the Mini Brands Fashion Minis anatomical heart bag. Here is what the sunglasses look like. We've seen this mold before. These are not transparent at all, which is a bit of a bummer. We've gotten these in transparent before, so maybe I'll just kind of like update her look a little bit. But as you can see, these tabs pretty easy to come out, which I'm going to do because I'm probably going to put her back in her box after I restyle her. Just because I like this doll. They come out very easily. You do see all of the outfits for the other dolls in here, which I like because it does give you just a little bit of a kind of a look into what we've got from our other dolls in this lineup. Now, it's not the best box that Barbie's done lately. That goes to the fashion, the one that was in like Rococo, Tribute to Fashion doll. That one has the best box, but she's also a much more expensive doll. But as you can see, comes out very easily and then goes right back into the box, also very easily. The only thing you kind of have to worry about are the little tabs that are on the side over here. But other than that, it goes right back in there. So let's take a closer look at the doll now that we've got her completely out. So she is on a standard articulated body. So that means she's got knee articulation, elbow, wrist, hip, and shoulder. She does not have chest articulation. She is not a made-to-move doll. So again, not the end of the world. I will probably rebody her because I like my made-to-moves. Here is the close-up of the heart necklace. Very cute. Again, we've gotten that before. We've already cut the rubber band that was holding that heart necklace on, so we're going to take the dress off. We've got a little baby tee underneath. We've got a nice sewn elastic waistband for our tights. Very cute. The stitching on the inside of this is all right. It is a dimpled fabric. Very cute for the polka dots. I don't hate this fabric. The only thing I kind of wish is that the inside of this had a lining. But at a $20 doll, I'm okay with this. I don't love the bow, but that's okay. Like, that is just a choice, and it's honestly easily enough removed because it's just a couple of lines of stitch that are holding it onto the back. So if you hate it like I do, you can always just take it off. I feel like this would look really cute on a curvy almost, but I feel like a regular doll or original Barbie body just kind of gets swallowed in a baby doll dress. But she looks really cute. Again, this is a standard baby tee underneath, just like a crop top. So let's see what we got. And the little pearl bracelet is very standard. We get this quite a few times. Let's take top off. So again, good stitching. Seams are laid flat. I'm happy with that. I love me a nice basic ring tee. Now her shoes, I feel like we've gotten these shoes before. I can't remember where, but like, they're okay. There's a lot of detailing to these shoes that if you paint these details an opposite color, I think it's going to look really cute. Like if you painted some of these pearls that are on here white, I think that would be adorable. So let's take a look at these tights. Now these are done in a very scratchy, catchy material. So these do not really bend as much as they could, but that's okay. It's not bad. These are doing what they're supposed to, and they're supposed to be like pink pantyhose nylons. And then, of course, here she is. This is the standard body, the 2015. Yep. So I think she looks great. yeah, she's probably going to need still a little bit more work with her hair, maybe. Up here at the top and the ends, now that I've got everything else out of the way. But she looks great in my opinion. So the next question is gonna be, what skin tone match is she? So I think she's gonna be Barbie. Like, I think maybe we're gonna see. Okay, so this is the tall, which isn't a horrible match, but not exact. So lighter Barbie is close. Let's see about Yoga Barbie. Maybe she's gonna be a better match. So here we got Yoga Barbie. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So it really might just be they swapped Midge's head onto Barbie's body. So that's not bad. So this is a really easy to find option right now. She is the standard Yoga Made to Move that is available at Targets. These dolls run for about $16. They do go on sale for $11. I've seen them go down to pretty regularly, but that is who I'm going to use to swap. So I'm going to prep her head just a bit, and I'll be back with both of them ready to go. Okay, we've got her beheaded, and now we are going to check if Midge's earrings come out. Okay, they do, so that's great. They're easy. They don't have pegs in them. And even if they have pegs, it's not usually the end of the world. It's just a lot easier to take heads off without having to worry about it, because you can just kind of squeeze these heads. And if they're soft enough to do this, you can kind of get away without having to do a full, like, heated thing. But her peg is very tall. So that is the head peg she's got underneath. Again, before attempting to do a head swap, always check that your head is squishable. If it's not squishable, heat it up, and then you'll have better options. I find that if I can squeeze it with my hands, I don't have to do a full, like, head soak, just because I'm in a pretty warm environment normally down here in Texas. So here she is on her new Made to Move body. As you can see, not a big color shift or anything, and this is a very common Made to Move. So thankfully, if you want her, you can get her, and she's going to be able to be something that you can rebody for about $11 if you kind of watch yourself and watch for those sales. So let's get her redressed. She is on an original body still, so we don't have to worry about anything else really fitting weirdly or anything. But again, those go on very simple. Okay. Boop, boopy doop. Back on with the clothes. Boop, boopy doop. I am probably not going to put the rubber band back on because I'm not going to leave her in this outfit for my collection. She is going to get restyled, most likely. I might keep pieces. Like, I might just throw, like, a cute pink mini skirt on her or something like that instead of the baby doll dress. One, because I'm going to eventually get Barbie and maybe use this outfit in its entirety. But for now. I think while this is a very cute outfit, it's not the outfit that I want to use for this pretty doll. So we've got her like that. We can put her necklace back on her. We can put her pearl bracelet back on her very easily. Her feet are, of course, going to be the same size, so we can put her shoes back on her. Her earrings can go back in her head, no problem. Now that we've swapped her onto a Made to Move, earrings are probably something I'll keep. No matter what, if I can find a nice pearled necklace to go with them. I wish they did this pearlescent plastic in more accessories. Like the pearl bracelet, I wish was actually matching. So if we put her sunglasses back on her head, we can kind of easily have her back in her original outfit. And again, we can kind of just sneak this over her thumb to kind of secure it on the doll. And then we can stick her back in her box very easily if we want. And bada bing, bada boom. Now we have made her Made to Move and much more posable, and we can stick her back in her box with her Rare Find symbol, and she looks great. Now I know some of you are probably wondering, but Disney D Prince, how does she stack up to the previous Midges? So let's take a look at them. So obviously, she is very reminiscent of the Barbie Life in the Dreamhouse Midge. That's a good thing. That doll goes for like $80. And let's show you. So there is Barbie Life in the Dreamhouse. Now, as you can see, there is a stark difference. Because guess what? Life in the Dreamhouse head is a Playline Steffi doll. So she has got a bigger head compared to this one, which has a collector scale Steffi. So we've got a larger Steffi doll head and a smaller Steffi. They both have the 1971. For some reason, with some of the older sculpts, they don't change the sculpt date when they do them. But like, let's see. Yeah, they both say 1971. So it's just scaled down a little bit. So as you can see, much larger head, much smaller head, much more in line with kind of like collector Barbies of today. Now, knowing that, we also have another Barbie that came with the Steffi mold relatively recently, not super. She came out probably 2 or 3 years ago, and that is going to be the Barbie Rewind Steffi. Now, as you can see, I've put her on a petite Made to Move because Kit is like the only shade that she matches. If I could get her to stand up correctly. As you can see, they have the actual same face sculpt, and they have the same freckles because it goes across the nose. Now, as you can see in the picture, all three of these girls, slightly different hair colors. Midge from Life in the Dreamhouse trends a little bit blonder compared to the Deluxe style doll, and the Rewind doll actually skews a lot more auburn red. She actually has highlights in there of almost the same color as Dreamhouse Midge. So all three of these are Steffi. They are all different. So as we can see, Rewind gets a much more vintage diva-inspired look. Again, this is not her original outfit. This is her original jacket, though. She is much more designed to look like the 80s dolls. Life in the Dreamhouse Midge, again, not her original outfit either. That original outfit's pretty hard to come by, but I like this one that I put together for her. Has the rooted eyelashes, but they're very, very cute. And honestly, they are pretty close. If you look at the faces close up, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Very, very pretty. All of them freckles, and they all have bangs. And they all three have greenish eyes. So, very pretty dolls. All three of them different. The biggest difference, like, you are not going to be able to pass this doll off as Life in the Dreamhouse Midge because she has the larger playline head. So you're kind of out of luck if that's what you're hoping to replace. But if you're trying to make a collector version of Life in the Dreamhouse, this is the way to go. She looks great, would need a slight reroute. I think you could get away with putting lighter highlights in her hair to kind of bring the overall tone of the red up, because right now she doesn't really have highlights. But again, this doll, same head sculpt, same size of the head sculpt, but a different kind of vibe. So all three of these represent kind of different styles in painting, which I love all three of them individually. They're all going to be part of my permanent collection. So that is the answer to, I hope, your most common questions. But the biggest thing to remember is she has a dedicated UPC, which means she is not as chase as like the like Merman Ken from the Color Reveal Barbies was, because she is her own unique item in store systems. Now, whether or not this is confirmed, I do not know, but her street date is technically officially, from what I've seen on Reddit of people asking Target employees who had the boxes, the street date is supposed to be January 12th, 2025. So that would be next week if I'm posting this on Friday. So those are going to kind of hopefully come out more. When I went, she was hanging. So she's got a hanger for like to be hung up on the Barbie displays. These boxes are not huge, but they do take up more space than you would think. But like I said, she is gorgeous. This is actually the first of them I've seen in stores. The rest have only been available on Amazon, the deluxe style dolls. So, and nobody got her as like a rare variant, like if it was a Chase Funko Pop, Funkos are really the only other chases that I've kind of seen where it's more of a big deal. So, because this is labeled as a rare find, do remember that it is going to be a little bit harder to come by, but it is not a limited edition. Like these do not have certificates. They do not have item limit numbers. So Mattel can produce as many of these as they want without going back on their word of making it a Chase variant. They can keep producing these as long as they produce the deluxe style dolls. Now, supposedly, there are going to be a few more of these variant face molds in other lines. I don't know if I love that or hate it, because sometimes I just want to be able to order the doll, because I had to go to 7 different Targets to get her. I went before I found the UPC, so hopefully you guys have found the UPC or saved it from my video. because it will save you a lot of time in trying to hunt these down. Because some stores are literally only getting 2, and they could be in the back, they could be out, they could be sold already. So hopefully, if you want this doll, you can find her. Again, her street date is the 12th of January. So that is next Sunday from the time that I'm recording this. And honestly, she was worth the drive for me because she's amazing. I love the Steffi face sculpt. I love when it's Midge. I love redhead dolls, I love freckle dolls, and I love dolls that have a bit more natural makeup. Like, she's got some light pink eyeshadow in there, if I can show you guys. A little bit of light pink, not a whole lot of pixelation, but she is very cute. So, again, I love me some Steffi. Now, I am going to give her a wipe down and maybe a boil wash to keep her hair looking nice. But other than that, she is good to go. Now, I may style her up a little bit differently just because, but she is really pretty. So if you guys have any questions on her, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like. And as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. Things are going to be a little bit slower this year on my channel, just because I'm trying to get back to Barbies and other things on my channel, just sparking joy and not feeling more like a job, as getting out daily uploads was starting to take its toll on me. So kudos to those creators that can do it. I have a full-time job and stress. So if you guys enjoyed it, leave me a like. As always, love y'all. Bye.